Picture this. The year is 1969 and the world is about to witness a technological revolution. Deep within the corridors of power, amidst Cold War tensions and the space race, a seed was being planted that would grow to change the world as we know it. This was the year when the Advanced Research Projects Agency Network, or ARPANET, took its first breath. Born from the minds at the United States Department of Defense, ARPANET was initially a military project. Its goal? To create a communication network robust enough to withstand a nuclear attack. Imagine a system so robust, so resilient, that even in the face of the most destructive force mankind had yet unleashed, it would survive, allowing communication to continue. That was the vision that birthed ARPANET, the precursor to the internet we know today. But on a practical level, what did this look like? Well, ARPANET was a network connecting 4 major computers at universities across the United States. These were located at the University of California, Los Angeles, Stanford Research Institute, University of California, Santa Barbara, and the University of Utah. Now, imagine the anticipation as the first message was about to be sent over this revolutionary network. The date was October 29, 1969. The message? A simple LO. No, not hello, just LO. The system crashed before they could finish typing login, but despite this small hiccup, the message was received, marking the first glimmers of internet communication. And so, the seed was sown. A network designed for resilience had shown that it could allow for communication between distant computers. This seemingly small step was in fact a giant leap for mankind. It was the first domino to fall in a series of technological advancements that would lead to the interconnected digital world we inhabit today. So with this, the foundation for the internet as we know it was laid. Fast forward to 1989, and a new concept is about to change the world forever. Picture a man named Tim Berners-Lee, a British computer scientist working at CERN, the European Physics Research Center. One day he proposes a project that would become the cornerstone of the digital age, the World Wide Web. Now, it's important to remember that the internet and the World Wide Web are not the same thing. The internet is the infrastructure, the vast network of networks that allows computers to communicate with each other. The World Wide Web, on the other hand, is a service that operates over the internet. It's a system of interlinked hypertext documents accessed through the internet, or in simpler terms, it's the way we access information over the internet. Berners-Lee concocted this idea to fulfill a need for automated information sharing between scientists in universities and institutes around the world. His vision? To create a universal and accessible repository of knowledge, a kind of global brain. In November 1990, together with his colleague Robert Kyle, he wrote a proposal for what would be the World Wide Web. The following year, he wrote the first web browser called World Wide Web, one word, not 3. This was the tool that allowed people to navigate the web, to click on links and jump from one document to another, a function we all take for granted today. Then, on August 6, 1991, the first ever website went live. It was a simple text page hosted on Berners-Lee's next computer, explaining what the World Wide Web was. It was the first beacon in what would become a vast digital universe of information. This was the birth of the World Wide Web, a revolutionary moment that would make the vast and complex internet accessible and useful to the general public. It would change how we communicate, learn, work, and play. It was the dawn of a new age. And just like that, the internet started to become a part of everyday life. As we step into the 90s, the internet starts to boom, and so does business. Suddenly, the World Wide Web wasn't just an academic concept or a government project. It was a wild new frontier, ripe with opportunity and potential profit. This was the era of the dot-com boom, a time when entrepreneurs and investors alike believed that any business with a web address could strike it rich. The 90s were a whirlwind of innovation and speculation. Internet companies sprang up like mushrooms after a rainstorm, each one promising to revolutionize the world. From online bookstores and auction houses to search engines and social media platforms, the internet was rapidly becoming a commercial powerhouse. Venture capitalists poured money into these startups, pushing their valuations into the stratosphere. But here's the catch. Many of these companies weren't turning a profit. In fact, some weren't even generating revenue. Their business models were often based on user growth and market share, not on traditional profitability metrics. The belief was that once a company had enough users, the profits would naturally follow. But as we now know, that wasn't always the case. By the turn of the millennium, reality started to set in. The dot-com bubble, as it was aptly named, began to burst. Companies that once seemed invincible were suddenly on shaky ground. Stock prices plummeted, businesses folded, and the economy went into a tailspin. This period, known as the dot-com bust, served as a harsh wake-up call. It reminded everyone that even in the digital age, the rules of economics still apply. Yet despite the chaos and the losses, this period had a lasting impact. It pushed the internet firmly into the commercial world, laying the groundwork for the digital economy we know today. It also sparked a wave of innovation that transformed how we communicate, work, and live. It was a roller coaster ride, but the internet was here to stay. The dot-com boom and bust was a critical chapter in the story of the internet, a tale of boom and bust, of dreams and disillusionment, but most importantly, it was a story of resilience and evolution, showing us that the internet, like humanity itself, has the capacity to adapt, grow, and thrive in the face of adversity. Enter the 2000s and we see the rise of a new phenomenon: social media. This era marked a significant shift in the way we interacted with the internet, transforming it from a passive information source to an active communication tool. A new wave of platforms was sweeping across the digital landscape, each offering a unique way to connect, share, and engage with others. In 2004, a Harvard student named Mark Zuckerberg launched Facebook, a platform initially intended for college students. It soon became a global phenomenon, connecting people across continents and becoming a part of our daily lives. Facebook redefined the concept of staying in touch, making it possible to share life's moments with friends and family, no matter where we were. Around the same time, a short messaging platform called Twitter emerged. It introduced a new way of sharing thoughts, news, and ideas in real time, all within a limit of 140 characters. Twitter became a powerful tool for social movements, allowing people to mobilize and spread their message quickly and effectively. Then came YouTube, a video sharing platform that gave everyone a voice and a stage. Whether you were a budding musician, a skilled chef, or just someone with a story to tell, YouTube provided a platform for you to share your talent and experiences with the world. These platforms, and many others, transformed the internet into a more interactive space. They allowed us to not only consume content, but to create it, shaping our online world in ways we'd never imagined. They democratized the internet, making us all contributors to its ever-evolving story. The impact of this social media revolution was profound. It changed how we communicate, how we consume news, how we express ourselves. It gave us a sense of global community, making the world feel a little smaller, a little closer. The world was now more connected than ever. And now, we find ourselves in the present day, where the internet is an integral part of our lives. We wake up to it, we go to bed with it, and we use it incessantly throughout our day. The internet, once a luxury, has now become a necessity. It's like the air we breathe, invisible yet omnipresent, connecting us to the world in the blink of an eye. Let's talk about smartphones, our constant companions. These mini computers in our pockets have revolutionized our lives, serving as gateways to the boundless digital world. They've transformed the way we communicate, learn, work, shop, and even date. Who could have imagined even 2 decades ago that we'd be ordering groceries, booking holidays, and watching movies on a device that fits in the palm of our hand? Then there's the Internet of Things, or IoT. We're seeing a new wave of internet-connected devices, from smart thermostats that learn your schedule and adjust the temperature accordingly, to fitness trackers that monitor your health, to self-driving cars. These devices are not only making our lives easier but also redefining our relationship with technology. Streaming services, another marvel of the internet age, have reshaped our entertainment landscape. Gone are the days of waiting a week for the next episode of your favorite show. With platforms like Netflix, Hulu, and Disney+, we can now binge-watch entire seasons in a single sitting, anytime, anywhere. But it's not just about convenience. The internet has democratized information, breaking down barriers and granting us access to a wealth of knowledge at our fingertips. It's empowered us, offering platforms to voice our opinions, share our creativity, and even start businesses. From a military project to a global phenomenon, the internet has truly changed the world. And as we stand on the brink of yet another technological revolution with the advent of quantum computing and 5G networks, one can only imagine what the future holds. But one thing is certain: the internet, in all its glory, is here to stay.